The business of governance in Lagos, a serious business for Mr. Governor. Let's see how his office fared in recent times. Welcome to From the Governor's Office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu was present at the 2021 National Council of Finance and Economic Development NACOFED conference with the theme Public Sector Finance Management in a New Normal Post-COVID-19. Anchoring his speech presentation on the theme, the governor outlined key strategic lessons learned from the COVID-19 experience and the way forward for all stakeholders.
What the pandemic has done is to compel all of us, whether in the public or in the private sector, to focus more on attention on exploring ways to do more with less. It's a word that we all talk about, but indeed what has happened in the last 2 years has taught us that indeed we need to do more with very little. We have been forced to find ways of optimizing spending to ensure that, one, we are cutting down on waste, on excesses, and on things that we do not need. The two, that every unit of surviving expenditure delivers maximum value and impact for the benefit of our populace. We believe that the time is now for all hands to be on deck to rebuild from the disruptions occasioned by this pandemic. We do not have any excuse. We don't have anywhere to run to. We all need to roll up our sleeves and ensure that the people that have appointed us, the people that have voted us, truly believe that we can do it, and we certainly cannot disappoint them. We have to think out of the box. We have to be very creative. We have to be very innovative to ensure that indeed our country, our state, are on a path of rebuild, of new progress, and new ways of doing things.
The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, recently received a team of trainees undergoing an important training and course at the Armed Forces Command and Staff College, Jaji. He assured them that their experience in the city of Lagos will change and impact on their profession greatly.
I want to congratulate you for being chosen to come to Lagos, because indeed the experience in Lagos will be second to none. And so for the next couple of days, whilst you traverse the city, whilst you observe, whilst you learn, whilst you admonish, you criticize, we know too well that the experience coming out of Lagos will help enrich your course of study, will help enrich and deepen your understanding of what we call a true Nigerian state that's being observed here in Lagos.
Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has been presented with the report of the SARS-related abuses and the incident that occurred at the Lekki toll gate. The governor expressed his appreciation to the panel for a job well done, promising to address their findings.
Conduct and proceedings of the panel has been, in my view, very, very commendable. And I also want to say that the people, the government, and indeed the nation will be thankful to this panel. History will judge them, and I imagine it will judge them well. The chairman had mentioned to us what has been the journey, the amount of money that they've given. I want to sincerely thank the chairman and every member for your time, for your steadfastness, for your sincerity, for your commitment.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu recently commissioned a multi-level car park and facility building in Onikan, Lagos. He, however, explained how strategic the complex is for the area.
This multi-level car park facility and auditorium was conceived sometime around 2013. And so all around here, you also see a lot of social activities and social clubs that have been here for decades. From Island Club, to Yoruba Tennis Club, to the Lagos Lawn Club, to King George V Park, to the Police Area Command Zone 2 here, of course to the museum kitchen that is right next to us, but more importantly, to the edifice that we're bringing right across you, which is the J. Randall Center for Yoruba and African Culture. These are facilities that are in this neighborhood, and we're sure that this multi-level car park will speak to all of the traffic issues and all of the social integration that needs to happen around there.
And finally, Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has inaugurated the LASU Visitation Panel that will bring about effective administration of the institution. He reeled out some of the terms of reference of the panel to be shared by Professor Ramon Adisa Bello.
The terms of reference for the LASU Visitation Panel shall include to inquire into the level of implementation of the white paper on the last Visitation Panel, which was in 2009, to evaluate the quality of leadership in the university in terms of the rules of the Governing Council, to examine the financial management of the university, including statutory allocations and internally generated revenue over the recommended period, and to determine whether it was in compliance with appropriate regulation, statutes, acts, and laws of the university, to investigate the application of funds, particularly special grants and subventions for accreditation exercise from TED Fund and loans meant for specific projects in order to determine the status of such projects and their relevance for further funding.
Lagos.